Hello, General Biology. This is our fourth video in our climate change series, and this is covering ocean acidification. To understand acidification, we have to understand the pH scale. The pH scale basically measures how acidic or how basic something is. 7 is neutral, and as you go lower on the pH scale, things become more acidic. Well, what does that have to do with the ocean? What does that have to do with climate change? It turns out that carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will diffuse into the ocean, and when carbon dioxide diffuses into water, or is dissolved in water, it becomes an acid. So we have increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. That means we will have increasing carbon dioxide in the water, because the carbon dioxide will diffuse into the oceans, and then that will cause the pH to decrease, and when pH decreases, acidity increases. So what's the consequence? This information, by the way, is measured by NOAA, our National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. Now, what are the consequences of this increasing acidity in the ocean? Well, the acidity destroys, damages, changes the materials that shelled organisms use to build their shells. So if you take a shelled organism and you put it in an acidic environment, over time that shell will deteriorate and that organism will not be able to survive. So we are having problems with shelled organisms as the acidity continues to increase. A second effect is that it has a big effect on coral reefs. Here, this is a picture of a particular coral reef in 1975 and a picture of it in 2004. And you can see the rich growth of the reef here, and that's not happening here. Now, there are several reasons why coral reefs struggle, but one of them is acidity. Here is an example of a reef actually dying rather quickly over the course of a year. In December, it was a thriving, vibrant reef. In February, it started going through this crisis, and then by August of the following year, it was dead. It was not able to support life. This is a problem because 1 in 7 of sea life use coral reefs as habitats. So if the acidification is affecting the reefs, then that's a lot of sea creatures that are going to be affected, in addition to shelled organisms. Now, this is important for us because 1 in 7 people primarily get their protein and nutrition from seafood. So a lot of people on Earth rely on ocean food for their sustenance. So if we are threatening the habitat of a lot of ocean food, that can be a problem, especially if acidity continues to grow. So let's review. Ocean acidification data has been gathered by NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. NOAA uses carbon dioxide meters and pH meters to collect this data. They found that the carbon dioxide concentration in the ocean is increasing, and as it increases, pH decreases, meaning the ocean becomes more acidic. Acidity harms shelled organisms as it destroys the materials they need to build their shells, and acidity harms coral reefs, which provide habitats for about 1/4 of sea life. Since 1/7 of humans rely on seafood as a primary source of protein, and ocean acidity is increasing, by the year 2100, there may not be enough seafood to feed all those people if this continues. I hope this helps. Struggle well.